Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Alam nyo, nung una ko nakita tong headline na to, sabi ko, totoo ba? Parang kaduda-duda yata itong report na to. Hindi kaya nagkamali yung survey firm na naglabas nito. Mukhang hindi naman, ano? Nakita nyo naman po yung title dyan. So ano ba itong pinag-uusapan ko? It's a survey saying that Canada remains to be the top destination of choice for international students. Akalain nyo, sa gitna ng lahat ng nangyari sa international student program, lahat ng pagbabago, paghihigpit na ginawa, sa gitna ng parang regular changes in the rules, which syempre nakakaba po yan sa mga international students, ano? Canada pa rin ang top, most desired, ayan, study abroad destination. Wow, di ba? Pero guys, alam niyo, initial reaction ko lang yan. Nung nabasa ko na yung article, nagets ko na kung bakit. Okay, mamaya isi-share ko sa inyo yan. But for now, sige, puntahan na muna natin yung, I think 2 articles to itong nakita ko, no? Una nga ito, sa Blog TO, tingnan nyo. Canada still top choice for most international students despite tightened policy. Pero dito tayo magbabase ng ating discussion dito sa cicnews.com kasi mas hinimay niya na maganda, no? Canada tops 2025 survey as most desired study abroad destination. Yan. Canada is the top destination for international students by weighted average according to a recent survey of Apply Board. Ito pong Apply Board, it is a website na marami pong data dyan talaga for international students, not just in Canada, pero other destinations, popular destinations for them. So ayun, no, sabi dito, of the future international students surveyed, 94, tumataginting na 94% showed some degree of interest in studying in Canada, the highest of all countries garnering interest. 94%, di ba? Wow. Okay. Sa mga international students na nandito na ngayon, ano, what do you think about that? Okay, kasi take note, ang sabi po dito, of future international student survey. Okay? Yung mga nandito, anong say nyo? Would you advise aspiring international students to come to Canada, or would you tell them to go elsewhere? O sige, apuntahan na muna natin ulit to. O, sabi dito, Canada continues to be among the 4 most desirable countries in the eyes of international students. Ang iba po pala ay US, UK, and Australia. Together, they are referred to as the Big Four. Oh, I would have expected, akala ko baka New Zealand andyan din, wala pala sa Big Four. Okay. O, sabi dito, Canada stood out with the lowest share of students indicating no interest in studying there. 6% lang daw sa mga sinurvey ang nagsabi na wala silang interest sa Canada. Whereas other countries saw higher levels of disinterest. Okay. Ang top 5 and 6 pala, Germany and Ireland. Oh, interesting. Alamin natin guys ang factors. Okay. Factors driving student interest. Okay. So obviously, kapag basahin natin to, I would assume na itong factors na ito ay nakitaan nila ng maganda sa Canada. Pati dito sabi ko, para nagduda din ako nung una, no? Sabi, top factor driving student interest, affordable tuition fees daw. Oh, alam naman natin, no, guys, dito in Canada, times 3, times 4 ang tuition fee ng international students compared to domestic students. Totoo ba? So, most students find international students affordable na dito. I am not familiar with the situation in other countries like the US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Ireland. Please put them down there in the comment section para maliwanagan ako, no? Mas mahal ba doon? Okay, itong sunod. High graduate employment rate. Oh, does this mean na ang perception dito ay kapag nakagraduate ka na in Canada, mataas o makakakuha ka agad ng trabaho? And I would assume na expect nila medyo magandang trabaho, no? It might be true, I guess, no, kapag nakagraduate ka na, but we all know about, the struggles of international students who are working part-time while they are also studying. Okay, so other factors, a program leading into one's chosen career, high quality teaching, and the program's reputation. Ayan, yan po ang mga factors kaya nila pinipili yung mga destinations na gusto nila. Pero I think ito, for me, ang pinaka-highlight ng study. Ang tanong, have government and policy changes impacted interest? Nakita niyo na ba doon sa first part ng video ko? No? Sabi ko nga, matapos gulatin ng gobyerno ang mga international students dito sa pabago-bagong rules, di ba? I'm wondering if the international students here would still advise other or aspiring international students to come to Canada. Siyempre, ang experience nila parang unstable kasi pabago-bago yung rules. Well, kung impact lang ang pag-uusapan, I think obviously, yes, when it comes to the number of study permits approved. Ayan, I think that's obvious. Bumaba na po ang mga approved study permits. From 2024, 517,000 plus. Sa 2025, bumaba na ito ng 437. O bababa, yan lang po ang aprubahan for 2025. Yung government and policy changes, 30% ang nagsabi na it has increased. Okay? Yung interest nila in studying in Canada has increased because of the recent changes. 18% said it somewhat increased. Okay? At 29% naman ang sabi, walang impact sa kanilang interest mag-aral sa Canada. Okay. Bakit? Ito na yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, no? Balikan natin yung unang part, no, yung binasa natin. Ang sinurvey po nila marami ay future international students. Perhaps most of those future international students are those who want a good international student program. I am just guessing, baka yung mga international students po na yan, natututo na sa mga nangyari po in the past few years at gustong makita muli ang, ang value ng pagiging isang tunay na international student, hindi po in the perspective of an immigrant. Diba? Baka ito po yung mga students na talagang gusto lang mag-aral abroad. Not necessarily to migrate there in the end. Although, of course, may option silang gano'n, In short, guys, alam ng mga future international students na yung mga paghihigpit na nangyayari para sa ikabubuti ng international student program. Ba't nga naman hindi? Because part of the rules is targeted towards reducing fraud. Diba? Reducing the number of people who are using the international student pathway to just come here and not really study. Not take advantage of the education that they can get here. I am assuming that is one of the reasons. Diba? Nakikita nila yung magiging resulta ng paghihigpit ngayon. With the program now being more difficult to obtain a Canadian study permit, the value and prestige of studying in Canada as an international student has increased. Okay, baka it might not sit well with the international students who are already here, but I don't blame you kasi nga naman the system that you arrived here in allowed people it was being sold as a PR pathway by many agencies. Some might argue government might be at fault as well. Kasi nga, hindi naman natin madedenay in the past years. Maraming mga, sige, mag-international student pathway ka, PR pathway mo yung international student. And that is why now we are seeing the government fix that situation. Now they are stressing that there should be no guarantees of permanent residencies for international students. Ayun, ito pa Bakit din gusto siguro ng ilang mga students ang paghihigpit na nangyayari? Sabi dito, furthermore, fewer international student graduates means a less competitive job market for those intending to remain in Canada working on a post-graduation work permit. Diba? So yun. Kumbaga, pabor sa kanila, pabor sa future students yung pahihigpit ngayon because it's gonna make it less competitive for them when they enter the workforce. So again, what do you guys think? I guess it would be different, talaga. Yung discussion nito, yung opinion dito would be different for those who are already here and those who are still looking for destinations sa pagiging international student, di ba? Siguro in closing na lang, I will share with you guys this article. Hindi ko nga maalala, ba't hindi ko ba ito na-vlog? I was supposed to. But anyway, ito na lang. Nag-viral po ito dito a few weeks ago. This started out as a Reddit post by an Indian student. In his post, which was carried eventually by a number of websites tulad dito, sabi niya, I regret moving to Canada. Indian student's viral post sparks debate on life abroad. Yan, no? At talagang winarningan niya yung kapwa niya in Indians, no, na parang, wag na kayong magpunta ng Canada. It's a scam. Ganon ang kanyang tono. So, the anonymous poster, who currently resides in Canada, warns aspiring migrants that the dream of a prosperous life in the West is often nothing more than an illusion. Diba? Itong sabi niya. The user wrote that most students enroll in private or low-ranking institutions that charge exorbitant tuition fees but provide subpar education. Professors barely put in effort. Curriculum is outdated, and the degree is nearly useless in the job market. Employers don't even take your diploma seriously. This is his experience, okay? Perhaps many experience the same, lalo na po siguro yung mga galing po sa kanyang bansa. Pero sa mga Pilipino, I would say there are less. No? What do you think about that? May mga ganito pong sentimiento, and yet, Canada remains to be a top choice for international students. Dito na po natin tatapusin ang ating episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!